Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy TNF1 Banana Jobs, and welcome back to another part already of my AOR. No, not AOR. This is the FIA GG Sports Nations Cup, and this is round 4 and 5. So I should probably know this one now. We're qualifying 5th place in the sub-Olympic to 5th splits, that one, I'm not gonna lie. If any of those are like 5th splits, that one, in my time, that one, you probably know this one. I have basically just done through the races already through stage 1s, halfway done stage 2. Well, we're getting close to finishing stage 2, that one. So right now we're currently in stage 3. We're currently in stage 1. We're doing the Super Formula, and we're starting P5 on the grid. And this is going to be pretty interesting. We're about to start this one now and building up to the 5 red lights for the 4th round. And it's away we go for this one. The top 2 guys already have got a wheel spin for this one, but the top 3 guys are going on wheel spin start that one. Diver down the inside against Filthy that one. It was such a good start this one now, but Brian F is going to lead the way that one, but also he's going to be running it away. And Filthy and of course Evil, who were basically faster than me for this one, have both like passed me, not twice, well not 2 corners, but 1 corner they've just passed me that one. That's fine now. Evil just made a mistake. We're trying to go for down the inside. I was like, there's no chance already for this one, because like I thought I was gonna have no chance already of scoring a point, like go for a podium. This one is not gonna be enough. That one. So we're falling behind those top 3 drivers who are technically fast, as because they're SS drivers. So we lost the back end at the exit of the hairpins. Pretty much struggled that one, but not technically struggled. Was that one. So hanging over to the next sector of that one. So we did a pretty good job. Got a good run of that one, and also this corner of that one, it was pretty fine, that one. But we have to like slow down for this one, because every single time we're running the Super Formula, you always have to slow down with that one. Especially when we go through our high-speed corners, that one. There's no way on earth that you can do that one. So the first lap, pretty clean, but not technically for that one. Not that technically it's clean, but we already moved up 1 position on the first lap. But it was like me from 5th place all the way to 2nd place in the first turn. It was grateful that one that I just done it that one. Just like dive it down the inside and just done it that one. So we're now currently in 4th place, just behind, just ahead of Scott, but behind Evil. It's fine that one. Filthy and Brian in front of us are, well, we're battling that one with Evil. And Evil is technically going to go alongside with Brian and Filthy for this one. But speaking of Evil, he's lost the back end for this one, and unfortunately he's nowhere to be seen that one. So anyway, yeah, as I was saying, as you can see there for this one now, when I check back early on for this one now, he did clip the grass this one and went off the track. That's one thing for this one now. When you're on the Super Formula, you can't clip the grass. If you do clip the grass, you went off the circuit. So not the way you wanted this one. So everyone else, except for Filthy, who have got the cleanest run that one. Oh, and Filthy nearly take me out that one, but that's fine. But that's us up into P2 that one, so that's pretty good that one. Using the Toyota power that one, even though the current ones, I'm driving the Toyota car. These guys are probably driving the Toyota or Honda. That's fine. It's because they both got the exact same, like, thing or whatever it was, that one. So anyway, now we're on to lap 3, that one, because even though we move up 2 places, all claimed by mistakes by 2 people, that is, Evil and Filthy. So, pretty shameful thing for Filthy, because he's pretty much faster than me, because I have no match against him. He's in the top. He's got the SS stats, that one, and noticed already this one. He is the faster driver that I just noticed already this one. Not like that one, because I'm like the split. I'm like the 4th split tier of that one right now, because most like other people this one who technically want to go faster of that one, they're technically gonna have to try to go for a technique if they want to drive a car on the wheel or the pad, like me, because I have to use the pad for it. Because coming up, notice already, because the live stream will be coming up soon, because I will be driving the wheel for the first time ever, but not only for that one, because I'm going to be doing some driving schools on GT Sports, so not going to worry about that one. And I have just like changed the setup, so you may see it on camera very soon. That one, when the video pops up, or when the live stream pops up, you will see what I've just got right in front of me. If you have seen it through my Instagrams or something for that one, actually spoke too soon for this one. We went completely wide of turn 1, and referee made contact this one, which made me go off track that one, and that gave referee a penalty for that one. I kind of noticed already, just because due to that incident already, he did get a penalty, and he has to get rid of his penalties at the slow point. So what that slow point is, if you've got the penalty further away than the slow point, you will lose the penalty of 1 lap, which technically you will lose your lap time. That one. So as you can see here, Filthy is going to lose his penalty, but he's also going to lose his lap time, which is kind of shameful thing for Filthy. But we're not going to have a go battle with him, because even though he's pretty much faster, like Lewis Hamilton did, or Valtteri Bottas, but anyway, or Pierre Gasly, he was in the Super Bowl. I should have said that. So anyway, right about where we were with that one, we're pretty much in the most comfortable position for this one. We could be in the podium positions for the first time ever on my channel for this one, to get a first podium in GT Sports. Now, if you didn't notice already, this one back in the past already, back in 2017, we just got a penalty. A podium. I had to say that one. A podium for that one on the demo game. It's quite fun for this one, because back at the time already, I had to use the wheel with the traction control and the ABS. And I've also done nothing more than a student driver who doesn't know how to drive the car, which I need to. In the times already, I need to. So anyway, we're about to have a go and try stay behind Filthy for this one for the rest of the race, that one, because the rest of the guys at the back, they're too far for this one. The gap is like 10.3 as a gap, that one, because we're pulling it away against Scott with that 3 bar, that one, because you see that on my left hand screen, that one. And there's some of the guys I don't even know, but some of the guys I do even know, but that is Brian F. We just race each other sometimes already, I'm not really sure, but I think Brian F is pretty cool, and he was pretty much amazing at this one. But the amazing of this one now is Chris Elizabeth. So he was the driver that was in the GT Sports Grand Final for the FIA. He done a pretty good job, that one, and I have a good of a shout out to him, that one, because he did a pretty good job, that one. But now we have to serve our pit stop, not penalty, but pit stop. No fuel change, but just a tyre change to medium tyres, because the medium tyres can go to the end, or maybe if you go for the soft tyres, if you want to convert some tyre wears. So the cars are in front of me, and besides the guys already, right, like this guy, the Red Bull livery, have made a stop. But the guys already who just continue on this one, they need to make a stop. And if they want to change this one, because they're on the medium tires, so that's good. Now we're closing in on Camo, because he's yet to make a stop. So, and we got Red we've got Red Dragon. So pretty much insane for this one. And speaking of that, Camo is off the track and he's done just that. So no further issues for me, but apart from the running wide fat one on that 4, so that's shameful, that one. But still managed to get through, and we're also trying to go past Red Dragon, who is about to make a stop because he's on the medium tires. He needs to make a stop. That's a good thing, fat one. So anyway, we're getting close to Red Dragon, fat one. And this might be a position change, this one, that we can possibly do for this one. He slowed down, that one. We had to back off, that one. We've got some slipstream for this one, and we're going to try to go down the inside at turn 1, that one. The guys already right behind me have to make their stop. Well, the rest of them haven't even made the stop, that one. Except for Red Dragon and Matthew. But some of the drivers already who haven't even made a stop. But Brian, Philby, and myself continued on this one with those like softs or the mediums, whatever they are, fat one. They'll probably know fat one. And we are about to break away the field already who haven't even made a stop. That is Red Dragon and Matthew. And the gap already between myself and Red Dragon is what 2.3, but also 2.5. That's because we're pulling it away because these guys are pretty much struggling with higher ways. And almost lost the back and almost run off the field that one, but we also caught it back. And as you can see now, I lose my voice. Oh, well, not technically losing my voice. I can't even speak. But normally for that one now, guys, when I was like recording some videos and something for that one, my voice was so like downwards that one. I can't even just like control my voice and control my throat. It's just so brutal for that one. And we got nothing else that one to like just speak or to commentate or to scripted for that one if the rain's coming. or maybe scripted if the night's coming. Which I am currently at right now. It is nighttime that one in the Australia. And right about that time already, when I just like started my YouTube, I always used to do some like live comms and post comms so on. But most of the times already, back at the time already, I've just done like the top 5 like throughout the night. And sometimes that one I have like throughout my YouTube career, I have done like many things like all sorts of stuff, so like real life stuff, online stuff, career mode stuff, gameplay stuff, many things I've just done. It's like Game of Thrones, some of the things like that. Maybe like some of the gameplays I do play for that one back in the past, which is back at the time already when I was like completely young. I was like started my racing career, which is definitely back in the past already. When I was like 3 or 4 years old, I remember back at the time already when I was like pretty much like chubby at that one, and when my brother was born. And so as you can see here, that we're not talking about that right now because we got someone else who was about to get lapped down. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to the time already. So back at the time when I was like 3 or 4 years old, I was starting my racing career, and I just started that one. And it was the first thing I just played was one. It was if you know from Australia, that one, you probably know that one. It was the V8 supercar race driver, I think it might be, or race driven. Technically it was from the past already, but I'm not pretty sure. Or what the UK was called of that one, it's called the TOCA. That's what they called it, that one in the game. But the rest of them around the world have got some different names already, except for the V8 supercars and TOCA. It's pretty similar to that one, but anyway. It's my first gameplay, or my first racing gameplay that I just got already, sponsored by Co-Masters. So congratulations to Co-Masters for make that cool fat one. And also, for that one, for the rest of my career, I've never even done this one because I've just done well in my game. I've just done well through the video games, like the racing games and some of the things like that, like Call of Duty and some of the things like that, like Halo. But also, I've just done Mod Nation Races. I think I've just done it before, and I think F1. The first F1 game that I just played already was the F1 2004 game, and that was in the 2002. That was made by Liverpool, but I think they were in the UK. But they made a good game, and I like that graphic in the championship editions. But I do like that graphic, this one. But also for that one, I do like the thing already that I just like the most already, which is driving the classic cars already. That is amazing. That one in the F1 games. Like the past F1 games, like F1 2013, which is currently my favorite game. That one. Oh shit! Well, maybe I should call that one. I technically dropped my controller, so I'm sorry for that one. If any of you guys heard that, the swearing for that one, I'm not gonna be beeping out this one, so I don't want to get demonetized for that one. Anyway, so yeah, around about like F1 2013, they do have the 2018 F1 cars, and they do have the 1990, unless if you got the DLC, which I technically got that one, and from that day, I just noticed already this one. Okay, F1 2013 is one of my favorite games, and even like that, when I just saw F1 2014. Games released already. There are no classic cars already. All they do is just have scenario mode, and I was like, okay, right, F1 2014 worst game ever. And not even like that, because the sound clips for like the engines are terrible. I'm not gonna say for that one now, but the engines are like terrible. And I'm not saying it was like, oh, this is like the V6 hybrid that one. But look, the engines from the F1 2014 game is terrible. But when it comes to F1 2015, it's fine. They still got the hybrid engines first one for the V6, and it's totally fine. But except for the 2014 game, it's shit. And for that one, for the future games already, back in the past already, they try so hard already. Not gonna lie, F1 was pretty much insane for me. And also, MotoGP was one of my things already, because I just... lost the back end for that one. And also the thing for that one, because back at the time already for that one, when I just stopped playing MotoGP, and this was like 2003, when I just started playing the MotoGP games, and I just didn't know that was Kato was in the game. Because I was like Kato, but actually, we just crossed the line for that one. Finishing third place in a clean race, but not even like the cleanest race I just got that one. Back at the time already that one. As you can see here, this is the 5th round in Brands Hatch. That one, and we're driving a Porsche. Qualified third place, pretty fine that one. So as I was saying that one, back at the time already, when I started playing MotoGP, I didn't know Kato was in the game, because I thought it was something else that's going to be like, oh wow, I didn't know Kato was in the game. Because when I noticed that, when I researched Kato, that one, he just basically passed away at the Japanese Grand Prix, his home Grand Prix. It just feels so sad, and it just felt heartbroken that one. And I just noticed already this one, I'm truly pleased with Kato that one. If you're from Japan and you're interested in Kato, then just hit the subscribe button to support Kato that one. So anyway, here we go for this one. We'll go off to a rolling start at Brands Hatch, and away we go. And the Porsche and the BMW are battling that one, along with me that one, because we're surviving first turn that one, and we're trying to break away further back at the field that one, because we're pretty much fast already. And the BMW is so close already to trying to go through a mistake, that one. But anyway, it is DJ and Bathurst champs and myself and Mojo who are controlling the race, that one. Well, it was technically DJ who was leading the race. Bathurst and myself are following him, that one, because we're going to try to go for some slipstream, that one. And I just noticed already, that one, that I was just like, okay, we just need to go for like the overtake, or just like go for the or just like stay that as a slipstream, that one. So I decided for this one now. I just have decided to go for a slipstream. It's because like slipstream is where we can just like break away against everyone else from behind. Technically we do. So me and Bathurst champs following DJ as a slipstream. So I almost like lost the that one. But at the meantime, that one, we are following the Porsche, and we're surviving lap 1 pretty cleanly, that one. Not even major issues this one, so pretty insane, that one. And we'll try to get through the rest of them, that one, or we're trying to get away from the rest of them from behind this one, apart from Mojo, because the gap is 1.0. But also for that one now, if you want to notice already for that one, early in my announcements this one now, I've announced it to make my own Discord. So if any of you guys who are new for this one now, you haven't even gone onto my Discord server for this one, then make sure you go for this one. So you can just like, I'll just send the link in the description down below if you guys want to check it out, that one. And also, don't forget to introduce yourself on the introduce yourself. It's as simple as that, son. It's just give me your name and something. So as you can see here, we just got a penalty, that one. Not just that, but also we got a penalty, that one, which just kind of frustrates me, but not technically enough, that one. And we're going to try a breakaway against Mojo, because Mojo, it's the gap already, it's 1.6, or was it 1.5? 1.6 is the gap, that one. And we're just starting to pull away, that one, but not technically enough. Because for the rest of us, it's like, that includes like DJ and Bathurst champs already, we're trying to break away, that one. And I have no chance of getting in the slipstream, but these two guys are getting some slipstreams already. And yeah, no further actions this one, but pretty much clean race already. As you can see, DJ was lagging a little with that one, and we're trying to go for the slipstream this one, and we definitely caught up to the slipstream drivers, which is definitely Bathurst champ and DJ, that one. These two guys are continuing with some slipstreams. I was start to catch up with some slipstreamers, and due to that one, I've still realized I got a penalty, so I need to get rid of my penalty, or otherwise I will be penalized. So for that one, I need to go for the slow points. So right about when you can see it, like right there. So right there, that is the slow point where you can slow down and try to fight back, that one, which I totally do, which I'm still safe, that one. The gap is 3 point something seconds, that one. 3.2, I think it was 3.3. We're going to try to break away from that one, and we're about to try to catch up to some of the drivers in front. We'll try to pull away the driver behind us. As because of that one, with that slipstream, it just helps us, just like trying to pull away against the backfield drivers who are struggling. And for that one, sorry for that one, if any of those noises already are just I truly apologize. I'm not totally feel well with that one, especially for that scripted videos or something like that one, and something does happen to me that one, but during the times already, but it's just what it is, that one. So we're about to catch up to the BMW car. on lap number 4. It's 15 laps that one, so I'm gonna try to make it like easy as possible for my voice and something that one. So I'm not gonna go too much loudness. It's gonna happen that one. Or otherwise, like I will lose my voice that one. So I'm not gonna technically lose my voice. So don't worry about it, guys. So right now we're about to closing into the BMWs by like a margin. That one, I would smash the personal best with a 1 minute 25.7 with the Porsche, and it's pretty good this one. And we're trying to catch up this one because the Porsche and the BMW are pretty much strong in that track. The C4s, but not the other drivers, like the M3. That's a cool, that's a cool car. And yeah, nothing major for this one, but we technically lose the gap already in front because they continue on with some strings, and the guys behind me starts to catch up. That's because my time, I'm not actually expert of like doing some techniques on the pad, and yeah, I tend to struggle a lot that one. But the gap is 2.9 seconds is the difference already, and we clip the grass off the track. We go like we just noticed already in the like in the 4th round. That one, you notice already when you're when you clip the grass that one on your tires. There's no point. You will force yourself off the track, so there's no point. So we technically lost positions to one of the drivers in the Toyota. I think it might be, if I'm wrong. But we noticed already. I think the behind me is the Subaru. Yeah, it's the Toyota. In front of me is the Toyota, and the behind me is Suzuki. Super. I'm getting butchered the names already. I'm sorry for this one. If all those manufacturers pronounce the name for this one so badly for that one, I truly apologize for that one. I'm bad at pronouncing the names already. I've just kept butchering the names every single time. Like, I notice I can spell Toyota. Like, I don't even know how to spell Vinales for that one because it's hard to say that one. And also for that one, I'm going to need to clear my throat. Very funny if I'm meant to lose my voice. But anyway, we're trying to catch up to the Toyota car, even though we have lost positions. And the Toyota, it's no strong in that trap, but we start to catch up because even though the Porsche in Brands Hatch was pretty much strong. Oh, sorry, first one. I'm just going to do something weird sound was coming through. But anyway, we're about to catch up the Toyota. We clip the grass. Thought we were going to try to come in that one, but it's like, no, it's lap 6. I need to come in next lap. Otherwise, I'll lose my marbles for this one of what just happened when I just done wrong. Don't judge me because I almost done something wrong, but don't worry. I got the done with that one. I've learned my lessons. Just don't worry. Anyway, we're about to catch up to the leaders already because after that mistake in that tricky braking corner, where you force yourself off the track, this is where you start to catch up that one. So the gap is 6.3 against the leaders, but also 1.1 is the gap between 3rd and 4th. So not technically close this one, but technically. The gap already that I just done was so good, so I'm just trying to catch up that one because I was going to go for some hit mark comeback that one, and I was saying to myself, it's like, okay, right, if there's anything I need to go for the undercut, it's to pit in early. So I decided to pit in early, right about like now. So we're just going to see for someone on lap 7. We're about to come into the pits right about now. So, yep, here we go. And for that one, we didn't even hit the walls. But if you did hit the walls, you're completely done. It's game over for that one. And we're about to come in, refuel our car, out we go on a set of medium tires, because this is where we have to go to the end, that one. It's because it's 50-50. It's because lap something. Lap something. It's quite funny though. Lap 7, you can pit into the medium tires, or pit in lap 6 and go to the hard tires and try to go for the undercut. Which I decided this one, just come into lap 7 and just like pit in for the medium tires, while the other guys are gonna try a pit in on lap 8 this one, because they continue their tire wear, because the tire wear is pretty good, but not for me. And yeah, technically you've got about to lose my voice now. So anyway, so right about like now this one, we're about to catch up this one. Due to the pit stop that we just did, we're about to catch up to the rest of the field already, because we're now in 6th place this one, but everyone else has to make a stop. That includes the race leaders, DJ and Bathurst. So these guys already need to come in, but except for one person. He's on the hard tires. I don't know how is that even possible if you're coming to the pit on the hard tires. Some of the guys have come in that one, and some of the drivers didn't, because they're not even paying attention. Anyway, we just got ahead of the driver who is potentially was in front of me, but the undercut does work for me due to the pit stop and the refuel that one, which is pretty cool that one. And we're now gonna go and catch up to the rest of the leaders already. That is definitely DJ and Bathurst champs, who is yet to make a stop, because they haven't even made their stop. So it's just this is our time. If there's anything that we could try that one, and start to catch up, plus setting the fastest lap of the race. That's the thing, folks. And so for that one, we're starting to catch up, because the gap is 16.1, 16.2. We're technically struggled with that one, but not for now. It's because these guys haven't even made their stop, so they're technically struggled with that one. Except for one driver. One driver, that is DJ. He's now in the pits, except for Bathurst champ, so he hasn't even made a stop. So this is our chance already, if we can get for the podium or get into the victory. So this is the chance already. So there's a 75% chance I may gonna be on the podium, but there's a 25% chance I may gonna win in Brands Hatch. And I was thinking, I was like, okay, these guys are so quick, so I may gonna be on the podium for that one. That's a 75% that one, because for that one there's a chance already for someone that I can manage to pull away, or try to go for a substitution, so I'm just stay behind the driver who's typically in front. As you can see here, so he's set to smash the personal, not smash the personal best, but smashing the purple lap time, which is good. Yeah, just need to fix it that one. So anyway, start to catch up to the front of the pack. Also, the Bathurst champs, he has to make a stop this one, but after all that, he's got to lose the positions. But not only for that one, he's going to lose not once, but twice. He may going to be coming in. Alright, he's going to come to the pits right about now. So as you can see here on the mini-map, and on the board already on my left-hand screen, he just finally get himself into the pits. He needs to refuel his car, otherwise his fuel is gone. Smash the fastest lap, but except for one person who set the fastest lap, that is the driver right behind me, because that is stupid, because I need to consider this in second place. This driver behind me, he is doing so well in the Toyota. But myself and DJ, who are in 1-2 in the Porsche, we're basically going to be dominating the race, or dominating the Porsche dominations, that one, so that's good. And DJ's dominations was insane because he's continuing his leading. He got the pole, and I don't think he may get the fastest lap of the race, but all claimed by one driver. That is the driver right behind me. I'm gonna lose my voice already, and I'm gonna end the video. Well, I'm gonna end my voice there for this one. So if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for this one, and don't forget to share this if you're new for that one, and don't forget to and don't forget to join my Discord for this one if you're new for that one. You could go ahead and join in for that one. But if you haven't even signed up for that one to Discord, you'll feel free to sign up to the Discord for this one. The website will be in the description down below if you want to go for it, and just log yourself in if you want to. So no further actions, or you can download it through the app, computer, or iMac. So it's as simple as that for that one. So if you guys are on the video, make sure you're tuning in for this one, because the coming up soon is the AOR race, because I've done round 3 and I've done round 4, and also Transitions Formula 1 race is going to be coming up soon, very soon for that one. So don't worry, son. I will get this video like as soon as possible before I will just like head over to my live stream for that one. So sorry for that one now. So anyway, see you next time for the brand new video of some more FIA GT Sports Nations Cups. Peace, guys.